What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlelamia here, back with another video. Now it's time for the latest Saturday night's main event as R-Truth looks to beat hustle, loyalty and respect back into John Cena and save wrestling again, and Chelsea Green looks to regain the Women's United States Championship. But that's just the beginning as Damian Priest battles Drew McInyre in a steel cage match, and Sami Zayn teams up with CM Punk to battle Bron Breakker and Seth Rollins. But it looks like we now have a third man. The third man has now been revealed. Join us now as we recap the show and look at the good, the bad, and the downright ugly for all of the matches. There's also news of a new match book for Money in the Bank, Evolution 2 officially confirmed, and a WWE star is taken off television. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Now let's jump right into the review as Joe Tessitore and WWE Hall of Famer Jesse the Body Ventura kick off the show from the Oakland position, with Jesse dispensing his usual wit and wisdom. But it's already time for the first match as Bron Breakker and Seth Rollins take on CM Punk and Sami Zayn. There's plenty at stake as both Punk and Zayn want revenge on Raw's new two-man power trip of wrestling. Zayn and Punk prove a good tag team, with Zayn looking to polish Breakker off until Paul Heyman interferes. But wait, a returning Bronson Reed is here, and he takes out CM Punk, who is busy fighting Seth Rollins outside the ring, and a distracted Zayn eats a spear. Bron Breakker and Seth Rollins win the match, but after the bout, Bronson Reed gets in the ring and Bron Breakker steps in to confront him, only for Rollins to walk up to Reed and hug him. And it looks like we now have the third man to the Dangerous Alliance stable of Heyman, Rollins, Breakker, and now Bronson Reed. We're still wondering how that makes sense. But anyway, next up is the United States Women's Championship match as champion Zelina Vega takes on Chelsea Green. And the former champion is accompanied by her secret Hervits of Alba Fire and Piper Niven. But a protective detail can't save her from Vega's determination to retain, even though Vega messes up a 619, blasting her knee right into Chelsea Green's face and she starts bleeding. Vega then hits a code red from the top rope on Green, covering her to retain the Women's United States Championship. Next up, John Cena vs R-Truth in a non-title match. Now the title isn't on the line, but that's irrelevant to R-Truth as he's looking to beat some sense into John Cena. Truth comes close, fighting off Cena's offense and delivering a 5-knuckle shuffle, attitude adjustment and STFU to the champ before Cena manages to retreat and retrieve his title belt, threatening to blast it in the face of R-Truth. However, Cena seemingly backs down, handing the title belt to the referee, but we're all being tricked, as Truth gets hit right in the nether regions while the referee is setting the title down. That's it for R-Truth, as Cena shows he's still a miserable SOB, landing an AA of his own to score the 1-2-3, as John Cena defeats R-Truth. Just to prove his point, Cena takes the title to Truth's head, sending him down to the mat again. Backstage, World Heavyweight Champion Jey Uso runs into John Cena. Cena, sounding like a voice from an automated telephone call center, tells Uso it would ruin wrestling if he were to leave with the undisputed title and let a YouTuber beat Uso for the belt. Cena hints he may be sticking around for the Logan Paul vs Jey Uso match. The next is the steel cage match as Drew McInyre takes on Damian Priest. Jesse the Body Ventura graces announcer Michael Cole and color commentator Pat McAfee with his color commentary during the match. But this is a brutal back and forth melee that ends with Priest delivering a concerto to McInyre, with WWE even name dropping Edge and taking his time walking through the cage door. Damian Priest wins the match. And now it's time for the main event as a World Heavyweight Championship match as champion main event Jey Uso takes on Logan Paul. But this is a fast-paced match that suggests this could be an instant classic on the right stage, and given the right amount of time, minus constant commercial interruptions, it would definitely be decent. Uso fights off Paul, setting him up for what looks to be a win until John Cena pulls the referee out of the ring, breaking the count. Then Cena pummels Jey, setting things up for a Paul win, but that's only stopped by a returning Cody Rhodes. Rhodes dispatches Cena, allowing Jey to rally and hit a big splash for the pinfall win. Main event Jey retains the World Heavyweight Championship. Cody then grabs the microphone and tells Cena he wants him and Paul in a tag match at Money in the Bank as Saturday night's main event fades to black. But that was a quick recap of the show. What about the good, the bad, and the downright ugly? As always, we start off with the good as number 1, John Cena's worst nightmare. Cody Rhodes is back and ready to make life difficult for John Cena. Rhodes' return was well received, which suggests taking him off television for a bit following Mania may have been a smart move given the noticeable boos directed at the American Nightmare. Having Rhodes save Jey Uso from John Cena added some sizzle to the short main event and set things up for what should be an interesting tag match at Money in the Bank. And it really was short, it was around 4 minutes. Number 2, nostalgia sells. Tonight's Saturday night's main event was another example of incorporating the current product and reel in lapsed fans while acknowledging the past. Saturday night's main event recreated the look and vibe of the original, whether it was a set, the ring entrances, or the video flashbacks to the 80s. For all its faults, Saturday night's main event knows its greatest strength is nostalgia, and it uses this tool adeptly. Number 3, the superstars come out. Saturday night continued its formula of relying on nostalgia as seen by the latest parade of WWE legends. Tonight's show featured appearances from former WWF Women's Champion Leilani Kai, manager Jimmy Hart, Bushwhacker Luke, Tatanka, and the US Express of Barry Windham, Mike Rotunda. And Jesse tells it like it is. Jesse was in rare form tonight, playing the heel color commentator whilst also having some fun, including a zinger at Mike Tyson, saying, "Do you think Mike Tyson will take another dive?" We feel that he was confusing WWE superstar Logan Paul with his brother Jake Paul, as he's the one who faced Tyson. But Ventura also cried foul about Damian Priest winning this steel cage match against Drew McIntyre by just walking out of the ring, saying, "He can walk out the door? What kind of BS is that?" Bringing Jesse back has made even the most mid-Saturday night's main event seem better. But that was a good what about the bad is number 1, walking his way to victory. And just why did Damian Priest walk out of the steel cage to win? It's rare that a babyface walks out, as it's usually a heel move, with babyfaces earning their win by climbing out of the steel cage. Whilst the match was decent enough, the finish was just weak, with the cage match reduced to an afterthought on Saturday night's main event when it could have been better served at a premium live event. Number 2, a wasted match. That's kind of baffling of WWE's decision to use John Cena's limited in-ring matches. The WWE Universe knew they would see a confrontation between R-Truth and his childhood hero John Cena, but didn't need to be in a one-on-one match. The match was fun, but that's not enough of a reason when your GOAT has a limited schedule. While Cena's presence allowed him to interfere in Jey Uso's match and open the door for Cody Rhodes' return, booking Cena vs. Truth was puzzling. The only thing that was great about this match was Truth using Cena's theme music and his moves as well as his attire. The match was fun but felt pretty ordinary at the same time. Number 3, has John Cena already ruined wrestling? John Cena's promise to ruin wrestling by leaving WWE as the last real world champion was stale when Cena first uttered the threat, and the promotion hasn't done anything to pump life into it. Fans have been justifiably bored by WWE's booking, and while the company has often dodged criticism with making its main events bulletproof, you know things are bad when a key program is dead and it still has 6 months to go. Number 4, why Bronson why? Wrestling fans have often heard announcers bemoan why a babyface is turned heel, as seen with John Cena's heel turn earlier this year, but Bronson Reed's alliance with Seth Rollins has fans asking why a guy who delivered a near baker's dozen of tsunamis to Seth Rollins is now suddenly his BFF. While WWE may want to tease fans about why the two are now best friends, they could save the reveal for Raw, but there better be a good explanation or fans will start to tune out. Number 5, a glorified house show. Tonight's Saturday night's main event solidified the show's standing as a glorified house show and reminded fans that WWE's willingness to saturate the market with its product is starting to catch up with it. None of tonight's matches stood out as they didn't have enough time, and the timing of the commercials disrupted the show's rhythm. I mean seriously, how many commercials aired during the show? Literally when a match would start, the commercials would start rolling, and then another one straight after that. We get that this is TV and it's not a premium live event, but they really need to chill out with these commercials as it ruins the pace of the show and the matches itself. Some have even deemed it unwatchable. That was nothing downright ugly, but tonight's Saturday night's main event came dangerously close to ugly territory with a massively mid-show that was only saved by the arrival of Cody Rhodes. Rhodes' return is unlikely to be the miracle cure WWE needs creatively, but it could distract fans while WWE's writers try to get their act together. We've only got 2 more weeks of Money in the Bank. We do at least have one confirmed match for the show, but let's hope to God that the rumors aren't going to be true and Travis Scott joins them. What did you guys think of Saturday night's main event? Let us know in the comments down below. Now let's move on to the news. Now first story looks at a WWE star taken off television. Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest wrestled in a hellacious steel cage match, which ended with a brutal concerto. The damage had definitely been done to Drew McIntyre, so much so that medical personnel had to come out and try to put Drew on a stretcher, but he refused. Now, we recently reported that Drew McIntyre has been working hurt for some time, and now WWE have taken the measures to take him off television. According to PW Insider Elite, Drew McIntyre will be off WWE television for the foreseeable future. McIntyre, who's been working hurt for some time, finished his current WWE dates tonight with his loss to Damian Priest in the steel cage match at Saturday night's main event in Tampa. The word backstage at the show was that McIntyre will be taking an extended period off and is off TV going forward. While there's been talk of McIntyre landing a potential big Hollywood role for some time, this absence would not be related to that, we are told. It's more about personal time off. If there's one person that deserves time off in the WWE, it's Drew McIntyre, and we hope that we see him soon. Next up, a big bout booked for Money in the Bank. Cody Rhodes has challenged John Cena and Logan Paul to face himself and Jey Uso at Money in the Bank. This match has plenty of possibilities, including how well Logan Paul and John Cena can get along, and the possibility the men's Money in the Bank winner cashing in their briefcase during the tag match, assuming that the tag match occurs in the main event. This should also keep the heat between Cena and Rhodes simmering until they can meet again in a singles match, assuming that's the WWE's direction. Next up, WWE Announces Evolution. Evolution is no longer a mystery, as WWE's announced its all-female PLE will return on Sunday 13th July. WWE tweeted the show will take place the day after Saturday night's main event. They also announced Great American Bash, but didn't give a date. There were rumors about a sequel to 2018's Evolution for years, but not until 2025 did the rumors turn into anything but wild speculation. It should also be interesting to see how the WWE books this show to generate enough interest for more sequels. The WWE Women's division has never been bigger, but it continues to suffer from inconsistent booking, particularly in its women's undercard and tag team division. WWE also announced back-to-back PLEs. WWE appears to be in overdrive, or perhaps overload is a better descriptor, as its AAA event Worlds Collide will take place the same day as Money in the Bank, that being June 7th. Worlds Collide is currently scheduled for 2:30 Eastern Time, while Money in the Bank has a start time of 6:30 PM Eastern Time. They also announced 2 matches for the PLE, as ProWrestling.net's Jason Powell is following up on a previous announcement that Legado del Fantasma of Santos Escobar, Angel and Berto will take on El Hijo de Dr. Wagner Jr., Psycho Clown, and Pagano. A new match has also been added of Chad Gable vs El Hijo del Vikingo. Worlds Collide can be watched on YouTube, and as fans can see, WWE is already bringing in some of its talent at AAA events, and you could be sure AAA fans and talent will be watching both to see whether AAA turns into NXT Mexico or the promotion is able to maintain its own identity. But there you have it, folks, our look at Saturday night's main event, as well as the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know. Be sure to leave your comments down below, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.